For the message of the day here, give me a second, I'm gonna write this down. For the message of the day here, my man Nick says, Champ, any advice on meditation and how to get into it successfully with meditation, how to meditate? Good question. So, when it comes to meditation, right, what that is really is you learning how to center yourself, right? And learning how to release what's within. That's why I call this channel Win from Within, right? Because all the things that we have going on inside of us, we have to release that. So how you practice it, it's like anything in life, consistency is key, right? So what I tell people, and that's why I always say prayer and meditation, you have to learn to release what's within. So let's say, for example, you're having a bad day. Good day, doesn't matter, whatever emotion you're feeling. Speak it out. Let's say I'm angry. Something happened. I physically speak it out of my mouth saying, it will look like you're talking to yourself if you did this in front of someone else, but you don't do this in front of other people, right? You're doing it to the Most High. You're releasing your energy to Him, and you're releasing the energy outside of you. So let's say you're stressed out, you got something going on. You're going to release that energy by speaking it out of you. Whatever that comes across, like, man, I had a bad day. You know, I'm just releasing this negative energy that I'm feeling right now. I'm releasing these negative emotions that I'm feeling right now, right? And then when you do that, that's what you're doing. You're just you're chanting that out. I release this negative energy. Take deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, right? And so you do that with repetitions, and you just continue that. And a lot of times what I'll do, once I'm doing that, I'll put on some meditation music as well, right? To help calm me, because as people, we're just energy. And so learning how to balance your energy and reach homeostasis is key, right? So I hope that kind of answered your question. So in closing, to wrap it up, remember, how to meditate successfully is whatever energy you have within, releasing that. You focus on that energy, because the truth is that energy is taking control over you, right? It's throwing your vibration off. It's throwing your mood off. And so really you're focusing on it inadvertently, but it's taking control over you. You're releasing it so it no longer has a hold on you. Does that make sense? So the more you release that energy, the easier it is for you to center yourself. And I like to go outside and take a walk when I do it. That's what I like to do, because they got studies that show it's better to go outside, take the energy out, and pH and all that stuff, it affects you there in a more positive way, right? So just constantly and repetitiously release whatever's going on within. And you can do that in a positive way. It could be something that you desire that's not negative. It could be positive. You honing your energy on that. For example, speaking life over yourself. I am a winner. I do win from within. I am free. I am blessed. I am healthy, right? I am beautiful. That's a meditation as well, but you're using it for positivity. So it's just centering your energy and concentrating it to stabilize yourself and reaffirm yourself with positivity, and with negativity, it's releasing it so that it doesn't take control over you. All right. Hope that answered your question there. Good question, champ. Hey, you too, Overwatch. What's going on, Cameron? Nick, did that help? Type 1 in the chat if you're paying attention. So whether that helped him or not, you know, I know that it probably helped somebody. So yeah, champs, that's what manifestation and releasing negativity, centering yourself. You can manifest. Manifestation is different, but that does kind of coincide with meditation. I was speaking on meditation, right? So you want to release that negative energy to center yourself. That is right. But meditation works dual. So with negativity, by cleansing yourself, right, of negative vibrations, and with positive energy, it's stabling yourself or reinforcing yourself with positive energy. And that's how manifestations happen. Once you start meditating on the positive, manifestations happen because you're reinforcing those energies and that vibration to raise it for opportunities to meet you that you'll be ready for. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how that makes sense there. So that's the flip side. That's manifestation. But manifestation can come with good or evil. Right? You can manifest sickness. You can manifest a bad attitude. You can manifest bad habits. You can manifest, right, healthy. You can speak to yourself unhealthy. So you can manifest a lot of negative energy as well, because what happens is a lot of people don't know this. A lot of us meditate on negativity all day. We don't know it. Just by saying negative things like, man, my life sucks, this, I can't stand, just within, we all have voices in our head. If you keep cycling and hearing negative voices in your head, you are meditating on negativity. So you're doing the opposite with positivity, right? And that's the meditation. So people are doing it every day, whether they're aware of it or not. But when you consciously do it, that's where you're going outside. That's where you're writing in your journal. That's where you're praying. That's where you're meditating. And you're actually looking at it and talking about it. Just thought I'd pop in and say, hey, before I head back to sleep, stay grinding. Appreciate it, Cameron. Get some rest. God bless. So what's going on? So Nick, did that help you there, champ? So with that being said, we're going to shut this bad boy down. Peace out, champ. God bless. Nick, that help at all? Of course, Nick, that's what we're about. I'm going to clip that question as well. And, in closing, once you master that, that's winning from within. That's when your life goes up to a new level. Because it all starts in the mind, right? It starts in the spirit. Once you can control yourself, that's when your actions will start manifesting. It starts with the meditations, and then the actions come into place. You see what I'm saying? Good or bad. So when you learn the good, okay, I'm gonna start praying, I'm gonna start meditating, I'm gonna start going to the gym, right? I'm gonna start speaking life over myself. I'm gonna start speaking life over other people. And that's how the opportunities come your way. That's how the blessings come your way, because now the actions are kicking in, right? So when the actions start kicking in, you're not manifesting anything. You're doing the work. And when you do the work and your vibration is high enough, the work meets you, and you can recognize, oh, this is what I've been preparing for this whole time. I've been doing the work, but now you and the work are coalesced. And this is what they say. They say, success is when preparation meets opportunity, right? So success is when preparation meets opportunity. So if you've been preparing this whole time, it's like you're studying for a test, and then you pass the test, well, you were successful, but you was already doing the work to pass the test. Nobody gave that to you. You had to do the work. And it's the same thing with the meditation. Exactly. Because the meditation, because what the meditation turns into an action. And the action is what brings you to the opportunity. Right? So that's how it works. So, and we do this every day, right? Whether we're aware of it or not. A lot of people are meditating in mediocrity. They get up, they work a job, they go home, they sit on the phone, and they play the game all day, and they don't do nothing else. They don't better themselves. And that's their meditation, and that's their manifestation, because they're doing the same thing over and over and over. Once you start the prayers, the meditations in a positive direction, your spirit opens up to start hearing your true purpose and your true understanding in life. And that's when you'll see the world in a different way. Right. So yeah, some good questions, man. It's a good conversation there. So that's what we're about. We're about winning from within. And that's why I started this channel. Right, I actually started this channel because My spirit, I'm sitting in this chair, told me, hey, you should start streaming. But it's because I pray and because I meditate that I was able, right, to listen to the spirit, right, and still um, receive what to say. So, and what to do. Right? That was the key. What was the next step? And so this is just one of the many steps in a journey, because it's a marathon and not a sprint. Right? Yeah, so he's gone, he's banned, and that's what the devil does. Right? What the devil does, champs, is when you are walking in your purpose and you are blessing others, you are enriching others, you're lifting up others, he comes to distract. That's what the Bible says. He comes to distract. So I have to hit ban. Right? Because there's people out here seeking God. I had another dude a few days ago say, hey, how do I find God? Nick's in here saying, how do I meditate? Right? Anybody can play a video game, but everybody can't win from within. Everybody, and these steps, if you apply this to your life, this is how you win from within. And then you'll learn everything that they taught us in this life is, number one, is a lie, number two, it's wrong, and number three, it really doesn't matter. As long as you have your peace and your purpose, and you have joy in your life, you have peace and purpose, you will be fulfilled. No matter how much money you make or how little money you make, you will be fulfilled. So with the meditation, you'll gain appreciation for the work you do every day to make it a little bit better than it was yesterday. Thank you. I appreciate your advice. Don't be surprised. No, it's all good. But this is what I will tell you, Nick. Make sure you're following me on YouTube. Win from Within Streams. I support those that support me. Follow me on YouTube and follow me on the purple app, Win from Within _. And here's the next thing. I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to check my channel to see if you follow me. That's number one. Number two, if you ask another question, I'm going to ask you first, have you start applying the first question? Right? So I'm cool with people asking questions, but you need to do the work. So I'm going to say, hey, that's a good question. Were you praying and meditating already, though? If your answer is no or kind of, then I won't answer no more questions. Right? Because I have to do the prayers and meditations myself every day. So that's the thing. Once you start elevating, doing the work, you don't mind sharing. You can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. Right? So after I tell you, hey, here's the first step, now I'm watching. Did you take it? Did you take the first step? Or are you just talking now? Because this is a walk, not a talk. Right? So the more you walk, the more gets revealed. But you can't see if you don't walk. You got to walk. The talk is easy. The walk is hard. Right? So scripture will say, narrow is the gate that leads to life, broad is the way that leads to destruction. But either way, whatever path you go down, whether you're going down destruction or you're going down the path of life, you still got to walk through it. All right. So good questions there. That's winning from within. I'm glad you guys asked these questions, because that is what this channel is truly about. It's not about the game. And this is what distinguishes me as a man and as a person doing this, opposed from everybody out there who's just smashing a button on the game. And that's cool. No knock to them. But I was always a man that has substance. And so I share that. And I'm not for everybody, and I don't want to be for everybody. Yup, that's why it was important. Yup. Yeah, the link's right there in the bio. Yeah, so go on my profile, or it's in the bio when you come in. It may disappear, but it tells you where the links are. So the link is in the YouTube channel. It's in Win From Within Streams. So just click the profile and follow me there. So yeah, it's all laid out. XYZ, what's going on, champ? How you doing tonight? So yeah, champs, that's it. XYZ, I appreciate the roses and the positivity. You know, God bless you times 10, champ. I appreciate that. So yeah, champs, you have a good night too. So yeah, we're going to shut this thing down. I'll be on here tomorrow, champs, around 9 o'clock. God bless you, XYZ, for the roses. God bless you in a real way. Appreciate everybody hanging out. And yeah, like I said, champs, I'll be on here around 8 or 9 p.m. No, around 9ish tomorrow. Um, and we'll just keep winning from within. You know what I mean? Keep it going. We're gonna take the L's in the game, but we're gonna win in real life. You heard me? Thanks again, XYZ. I'm gonna let XYZ continue to, finish his donations, and then I'll shut it down. But yeah, God bless XYZ, man. In a real way, I appreciate you and your generosity. I pray everything that you're giving me, you get back times 10 in a real way. In a real way, champ. God bless you. Keep winning from within. And that's what this community is about. It's about positivity and helping one another. So, guys, thank you very much. I'll see you guys on the next one. XYZ, thank you again, champ. God bless. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom.